Good morning, everyone. It's Karen Whooley, and welcome to Live Wednesday. It's kind of a quick, I don't even know. I called it Chat and More because I didn't have a lot of ideas for today, and I got some yesterday, but I didn't have time to put anything together. So it's going to be a quick one, unless you guys have a lot of questions for me. I just wanted to say hello, good morning. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday it was raining all day, and today we have sunshine. It's cold. It's 43 degrees outside right now. I need to go into the yard this afternoon and get some garlic planted for the season, but I'm pretty much done with my garden. I just have to do that one thing. So before we get started, I'm going to head over to the chat and see how everybody is and who's all here. We have Linda, and she and Daisy are here. Everyone have a beautiful and blessed day. I agree. Everybody have a beautiful and blessed day today. And then she says, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And I mentioned that earlier too. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. I'd love to have you be notified every time I go live. We have Stephanie here. Good morning, Stephanie. Happy Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. And Renee is here. Good morning. And Kathy's here. Good morning. And Ellie May is here. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I'm so glad you guys are all here. And Liz is here. Good morning. Everybody's popping in. I know I would put this on the schedule at the last minute, like less than an hour before I went live. I apologize for that. I've had a super, super busy weekend. And I'll get to that in a minute, but I had a super busy weekend and just playing catch up and gone almost all day Monday. And then I was gone Monday. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, or not a doctor's appointment. I had my hearing aids checked because I've been having some issues with that. But other than that, I have been pretty much gone, which is weird. I've done some stuff behind the scenes, but nothing that I could, couldn't do, take a break from. So yeah, no worries. So I just saw Teresa popped in. Good morning. And that's okay. I know you've been busy with your car shows and stuff like that. Hopefully everything's okay with you. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm sorry if I'm a little off today. I don't know if I'm coming down with something again. I just feel really tired lately, and I'm starting to have sinus issues again. So I'm hoping that I did nip that sinus infection in the bud, but I've been preemptively doing some of my before you go on antibiotics treatments. So hopefully I'll be feeling better. Yay, car season's finally over. I mean, I know you like doing it, but it means you'll be here more often. So that's awesome. Hope you guys had a great season. Okay, so let's talk about the, the giveaway. Today's giveaway is Modern Metro. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Modern Metro is probably by far my most popular pattern ever. I designed this in, well, the original design was somewhere in the early 2010s, probably around 2010. And this still sells. It's in the Annie's catalog as well as my website. So, I mean, everybody loves this pattern. It's literally 2 rectangles, and then it's the way you sew them together that makes the sweater. So I'm giving that away today. I'm going to, I don't know if there's some people I'm sure some of you may have this pattern, and a lot of you probably don't. But I wanted to let you guys know. I'm going to stop sharing that for a second. and I'm going to show you how what you need to type in to win. Let me pull that up here really quick. There it is. You are going to type in #Metro. #Metro if you're interested in winning that one. I no longer have the sample, but what I can tell you is that is the smallest size that the model is wearing in the picture. It is, again, made in worsted weight yarn. I can't remember the hook size off the top of my head. Hang on one second. Let me look that up really fast. Size J hook with worsted weight yarn. That's right. It was a yarn that was released by, I took myself off there. There we go. It was yarn that was from Craftsy back when NBC Universal owned Craftsy, and now it's no longer available. But any worsted weight yarn would do. The original design was actually made in an alpaca worsted weight for my local yarn shop. But you could use any worsted weight yarn. You could use acrylic, like I did. It was a wool acrylic blend that I used. So if you don't have this pattern, make sure you pop in with the #Metro. I'm going to take that off the screen for now, and I'm going to stop sharing that. It's so good to see everybody here. Let me see. Teresa said it was so busy but fun. I'm glad it was fun. That's so important when you're doing stuff like car shows. It's cold, wet, nasty. You're supposed to, oh yeah. See, we're getting forecast for a big deep freeze today, I think, or tonight. And that's why I want to get my garlic in. But we even had snow forecasted there for a little bit. It looks like that we're not going to get the snow, but still, I was surprised this early in the year. See a lot of metros coming in. Good morning, Pat. I just saw you come in. Good morning. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so boy, my collar's doing weird things over here. I'm going to fold that down. Okay, so let's do a little show and tell, shall we? I told you guys last week that I was working on a video series for you guys, and I think I showed you, let me just pull this off here really quick. I think I showed you one of these. Over the last few days, probably in 5 days, less than 5 days. See, I started in earnest on Thursday. So 4 days it took me to make 50 squares. So this is one project for little boys, and then I have one for little girls. Pink and blue blankets. It's an old pattern I'm reviving. It was done in, the original pattern was designed in the very early 2000s. I'm not sure what's going on with my screen today. Oh, there we go. Now it's looking at me. There we go. Okay. I may change how this camera works because I noticed that when it moves from side to side, it does some weird things. I did it this way so that I could continue to be on camera when I move, but I don't think that's going to be something I'm going to keep when I do my lives. Unfortunately, I can't change it while I'm in the middle live. I literally have to shut it off and then shut off the live and then come back. And I can't do that because the software doesn't let me do that. But anyway, so I'm working on those. I had to make all of these squares before I could do the next part of the video, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow because I have an appointment this afternoon. This week has been so busy. It's really weird. Anyway, so I'm going to be working on the next part of the video, but this was done in the early 2000s, or the early, yeah, it was the early 2000s because we were still living in our very first house in Washington when I released this pattern. So probably around 2001, 2002, and it hasn't been in my catalog for more than 12 years, probably close to 15 years. It hasn't been in my catalog. And I know a lot of people want some worsted weight patterns, even though that's not what I do anymore. So I thought that by releasing them as videos with a pattern, you will have a pattern that you can purchase as well. I can get these done and out in the world again. And those of you who like worsted weight patterns can go ahead and get those and make them and do, all sorts of things. So I'm really excited to get that part done. So this is Red Heart Super Saver. You probably remember it was all here and here. Some of the colors are still up here. Some of them are in my bag because I needed to break into a second skein of the yarn. But so I'm getting ready to do the next part of this pattern. And I have been working a little bit behind the scenes while I'm behind, at all these appointments I've had this week on my phone, listing all the different patterns that I want to do with video, and some of the videos I'm going to do that are going to go on YouTube, as well as part of the crochet crew that's coming. So you're going to be seeing a few more videos from me in the new year. This is probably going to come out in January, this particular video series and patterns. So I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. And I should mention too that if you guys have any questions or want to ask me anything, anything, it doesn't have to be about what I'm talking about. You can, if you have another question you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Type a Q and then a space and then ask your question, and we will talk about it. Now, okay, so I forgot I have a show and tell I need to show you really quick. You guys all know I made my grandson's Halloween costume. And hang on one second here. Let me pull up this. My daughter sent this to me on Halloween. So I'm going to share it. My grandson in his little costume. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to see more pictures of him. So I thought this was a great way to show another project that I did. You guys saw it without a body in it. So now you get to see it with my little grandson. He is so cute. She said the hat stayed on him the whole time. She went to trick or treat at my son-in-law's former high school that he used to go to. Actually, that's where he graduated from. His mom still works there, and they had a trick or treat for kids during the school day. And apparently he was the hit because he was the tiniest one there. So he was so happy. The hat stayed on. She said it twisted on his head a little because he kept moving around, but it stayed on his head. So it's crazy. Yeah. I just saw Linda say she can't believe how big he is. He is now, on the 15th, he will be 5 months old. So he's growing like a weed. On Saturday, he was baptized. So I don't have, actually, I do have a picture. Hang on. Let me take this one off the screen here. And let me pull up one of his baptism pictures so you guys can see. Hang on. I need to go over here. Oh, come on. There we go. That's what here's a good picture. Okay, I'm going to share this one. This is a really good picture of him being baptized. So there he is. That was his baptism. So we are excited that he is now baptized, but and he was good. When they poured the water on his head, when Father poured the water on his head, he did not cry. And that is exactly how his mother was. When my daughter, you can see her in the background, when she was baptized, they poured water on her head and she did not cry either. My son, he screamed bloody murder. He was a stoic. So yeah, so that is what I did this weekend. I spent time with my family and my grandson. And then we came home, and yesterday and Monday were crazy, and today's another crazy day for me. So anyway, so I wanted to show you guys the costume with my grandson in it. He's such a cutie. Oh, you guys are so cute. He's getting so big, so big. And I just saw a new person pop in, Shirley McDaniel. Good morning, and it's good to see you here. Are you new to my stream? I don't think I remember you being here before. So welcome. We're glad to have you. Glad to have you, and everybody's thank you. I must have been a very late. You slept through yours. I don't know what I did, to be honest. I never really asked my parents if I cried when they poured water on me. I have no idea. Anyway, so I showed you the blanket. I showed you James's costume that I finished. I am, or not the blanket, the squares. They are going to be a blanket, I should mention. And that kind of segues into something else. A few weeks ago, I did a video on blanket sizes, or a live stream on blanket sizes. You guys remember that, where I showed you all the different sizes and we talked about blankets and all that kind of thing. And I told you, you guys asked me and basically said that you would love to have like a PDF of all those sizes. And I told you, I promised you that I would put one together, and I did. So here it is. It's got all the sizes, the inches, and for those of you who, especially those of you who are out of the country and like to use centimeters, I also have the centimeters here. That's what took me so long, is that I needed time to make sure all my numbers were right. So this is going to be available soon. And I am going to, I'll let you guys know when it's available online. I have to put together a kind of like a blog post. I'm sorry about the camera going back and forth. Every time I put something up, it changes the camera. I need to remember to turn that off. It's perfect when I'm teaching classes for what I need to do when I'm teaching classes. I apologize. But anyway, so I need to put together a page where you can actually, you go in and download it. I haven't done that part yet. That'll probably be done by the end of the year. I don't know exactly when. I'm hoping not the end of the year, excuse me, the end of November. I'd like to get it done before the holidays start with Thanksgiving for those of us in the United States. Thanksgiving is the 24th of November this year, so it should be done before then. I just, like I said, this has been a crazy week, but I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited that, that this is going to be available shortly, because I know a lot of you really wanted that information. So as soon as I get it done, I will let you guys know here. And if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, I'm going to put it back up here on my screen here. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, you might want to subscribe because they always get everything first before I even announce it here. So, I mean, they don't know this is coming, and I wanted to let you guys know because you guys were part of that live stream. But they get to know about it first when it's available, and then I will also let you guys know here the following day, because I always send out my newsletters on Tuesdays, and then on Wednesday I do my live stream. So if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, subscribe now, because I'll probably announce it on the 15th. That it's available. And the 15th is my next newsletter. So there you go. Okay, so I've got some comments here. Let's see. Shirley fam. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I'm so glad you found me, and I'm glad you subscribed. Glad to have you here and joining us. Good morning, Judy. It's good to see you. Been doing yard work. That's okay. I understand. I was just telling everybody earlier that I need to get out and plant some garlic before we get a freeze that freezes our ground. So, and good morning, Deborah. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And Dawn, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. And Teresa said, I accidentally clicked on a countdown till Christmas blog on YouTube. It scared me. Oh, yeah, I know. It's coming quick, isn't it? Okay, there's a lot of new people here, so I want to make sure I let everybody know that we are doing a giveaway today. And I'm giving away, I'm going to pull it up on the screen again here. 1 second. I'm giving away a copy of the pattern Modern Metro. Modern Metro is my best-selling pattern ever. And I'm giving away a free copy today. It is a digital pattern. You will, if you are the winner, you will get it put into your account on my website. If you don't have an account, I'll have you email me your email address, and then I can get your account set up. And the reason I put it into an account is because this way, when you download the pattern for free, you will always have it in your account. So if you lose the pattern, if you can't remember where you saved it on your hard drive, you can always go back to my account. You can log in and you can re-download the pattern. So if you would like to enter to win this pattern. Let me pull up the screen. I need you to type in chat #Metro. So if you're interested in winning this pattern, it is done in worsted weight with a size J hook. It literally is 2 rectangles sewn together to make a sweater. It's super simple to make. It looks more complicated than it actually is. So, I mean, literally, you're making a long rectangle and a narrow rectangle, a shorter narrow rectangle, and you're sewing them together. So it's really a cool little pattern. So if you're interested in winning, that's what you need to type in, #Metro, exactly as you see it on the screen. Otherwise, the system will not recognize that it's there, that you have entered. Sorry. Okay, so we talked about the blanket. We talked about the squares that I did. Anything else? Okay, I think I've got a list here so I don't forget. Okay, so I'm opening it up to Q&A. So anybody have any questions about anything? It doesn't have to be anything I've already talked about. Anything, questions about crochet, anything that's coming up. While you guys are typing those in, remember to type in the Q, a space, and then the question so that I can catch that it's a question instead of just a comment. I'm trying to think of other things I need to talk about. Let's see, the 15th, that will be. Can you hear me, guys? I can see that there you go. I'm moving again. Okay, so the 15th is my next newsletter. There's going to be a lot of things in there. The month of December is when I'm going to open up the Crochet Crew. And for those of you that are already subscribed to my newsletter and got my newsletter yesterday, I don't know if you've read it yet or not, but I do have some information about the fact that I am going to do a free Zoom call for anybody who's interested in the Crochet Crew. And that includes current members to come in and find out what the Crochet Crew is. And I'd really like any current members of the Crochet Crew to join me if you can, to talk about your experience with it. But I want to just make sure that everybody knows that's coming. So that's going to be, that newsletter is going to have that information in it. It's also going to have information about my videos. It's going to have information about all sorts of new things that are going to be coming in 2023. So be sure to get that newsletter. I'm probably only going to do one newsletter in December. That's why I'm really going to try to pump that one up a lot on the 15th. Also, just remember too that next week I am releasing a pattern, and then I will also be releasing another pattern at the end of the month. So I just want to let you guys know, make sure if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, you need to subscribe as soon as possible. So, okay, so let's see. I just saw a question come in here. So a couple weeks ago, Deborah, I showed a square and I said I was doing some videos. So I showed everybody that I made, in 4 days, I made 50 squares. So I have all these colors. They're going to be 2 separate blankets. And the reason I am doing all these squares and these blankets, this is an old pattern that I released probably 2001, 2002. I can't remember how long ago it was, but it's a worsted weight pattern. And a lot of people have been asking for worsted weight blanket patterns. And I'm trying to re-release some of these patterns and make videos for them so that, you know, people who don't like the finer yarns have something from me that that they can use and create and work with, and hopefully understand my pattern so that if they want to go down to lower weights, you know, like lace weight, fingering weight, DK weight, and actually these blankets could be done in DK weight as well. they have something that they can start working on. Blanket patterns have been something that everybody wants. And I have several from way back that haven't been in my catalog for about, what do they say, 12, 15 years. This one for sure has not been in my catalog for 12, 15 years. So I'm going to be trying to revive some of those things. And this will be coming out in January, the video series along with the pattern. So that's what the squares are for. Okay, who else is, I just saw somebody come in. Charlene, yay, good morning. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. See a lot of metros coming in. And also for those of you who are late that they may have missed this, this is going to be, this is something that I talked about a few weeks ago, the blanket sizing. I told you guys I would do a PDF. This is the PDF. It's not available quite yet. I will announce it on the 15th probably, that it is available. I just have to do all the things to be able to send you guys this. So be watching for that. It's got both inches and centimeters for those of you who rather use centimeters than inches. So that's going to be available. So I'm very excited about that. That's coming. And Deborah, awesome. I'm glad you're looking forward to that. There's going to be another blanket series. I have a lot of old patterns that are done in worsted weight. I have a couple shawls, and I'm probably going to eat up a lot of this worsted weight that I have here. You doing all of these old patterns that and videos for them next year. So be watching for those. I'm really excited to get some of those old. My business name used to be Crochet Legacy. And so these are all old Crochet Legacy patterns that I'm redoing and revamping and creating videos for. And my plan, just so you guys know too, and this is something that I finally decided what I'm going to do. And I'm starting with this pattern here. Is I am going to try, I can't guarantee, but I'm going to try to do at least one old pattern a month with a video series to go with an old pattern and have that old pattern revamped and recharted. Well, most of them need to be charted anyway because they're not charted. This one I just recently had recharted and schematics made and all that and laid out in my new layouts. So I just want to let you know that those are coming. I have several in my file cabinet over here that are already queued up, ready to go for me to start processing. So there you go. Anybody have any questions for me? I was looking at the chat here and nobody has any questions for me. So I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee here and see if anybody has anything they want to chime in about. Anything. It can be anything crochet related. Ask me any questions. So next week, because I did get somebody who sent me 3 ideas and I have a 4th of my own, I am going to try to do a how-to next week kind of thing. So be watching for that. I'll probably schedule it today or tomorrow on YouTube and then look at the others and see how I want to schedule them. But I'm sending out a reminder that through the end of the year, I'll be doing every Wednesday lives. And then starting in January, I'll only be doing 2 Wednesdays a month, the 2nd and the 4th Monday of the month. So that would be the 11th and the 25th of January. I was just looking at my calendar. So because of what the new crochet crew is going to entail, I need to take some time, have some time on my Wednesdays in the mornings to be able to do other things as well. So, anything, guys, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to ask me about, I'm here. Trying to think if there's anything new that I got in the studio. Not really. Not anything I can show. Charlene, I'm not sure what you're asking me. The book available, the one that has the squares. This one, Charlene, this is not a book. It's an individual pattern. if that's what you're asking me. If that's not what you're asking me, let me know. That's not in a book. It's just an individual pattern. Is that what you were asking, Charlene? No questions, but someone might need to send a boat here. Oh no, Teresa, stay safe if it's pouring that much. Wow. Hopefully, well, you don't have any flooding. You're in Utah, correct? So hopefully you won't have any flooding. Or do you guys get flooded out there? I don't recall ever hearing about Utah being flooded. So I'd be curious to know. I'm trying to think what else. I'm still working on my next book. I don't have anything to share about that right now. I have some ideas for some other things that are going to be going on. I'm just trying to think. Nothing else new that I can share. Oh, Teresa, yes, in Utah, but flash floods. That's right. You guys get flash floods there. Well, stay safe. Okay, stay safe. I mean, I know that flooding is a big deal. So I used to live on the west side of our state here in Washington that used to get flooded all the time, and landslides and all that stuff. So be safe. Oh, Charlene, yes, it's an individual pattern. Yes, it's not a part of a book. Yes. So it will be released sometime in January as part of a video series. Probably that third week of January, I think, is where, and I'll probably release it. I'm not 100% sure. So there you go. Anyway, okay. Well, if nobody has any questions, let's do the giveaway. So I'm going to give you guys another, let me put this back on the screen. I'm going to give you guys a countdown here really fast. Make sure you type in #Metro. Okay. And I'm going to count down to 10. I'm sorry, my daughter just texted me and she is back in the urgent care. So I need to really sign off. So hang on. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm drawing. So I'm excited to see who wins this week. Stephanie in Texas. Congratulations. So Stephanie, I will put this pattern in your account. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. And of course, I've got to put the confetti up. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and put your name on here so I don't forget. Okay. Awesome. Congratulations, Stephanie. I'm going to go ahead and put that in your account. I know you have an account. I will be back next week. I'm so sorry. My daughter texted me. She thinks one of her incisions from her gallbladder surgery is infected. So it's not super serious, but the fact that she had her surgery back in August 13th. Yes, August 13th. That could be a problem. So I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye right now, Stephanie. Again, I'm so excited you won. I will be back next week with a how-to. I hope everybody has a great week. And I will talk to you next time. Say a prayer for my daughter. Thanks and blessings all around. Have a great week. Bye, y'all.